obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week. We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Given 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play here for Dallas.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but got to put those doubts to rest right there.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, very, very strong. Well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you ride the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's where they're all...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dawson Knox, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 17. teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for postseason berth later in the year.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Fant, 78 yards.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
These two teams all tied after one. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Big 13! Big 13!
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Burrow on third down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. But I think the ball's out, and the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Burrow will throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Room here to run. And finally out of bounds Mahomes inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor it. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. Edwards.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Gus Edwards.
His 11th touchdown on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Burrow on play action. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Burrow's throw here taken in by Knox.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
11-90.
Now it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take it. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second and very short, Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there just before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Not
the tie, but yeah.
Either.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Out left to Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
His 8th rushing touchdown and 9th overall on the year.
And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Edwards a first down and more.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Let's go.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 1st down, Mahomes. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington has once again taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
With it on the return is Logan.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And they go play action now. Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Shark. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back now in Arlington. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Big 13. Big 13.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
12. 12. 12.
First down. Here's Burrow. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got it at the 15. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play here for Dallas. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's Johnson again on second down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Burrow. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Mahomes.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Cowboys down by a field goal, 1:04 on the clock. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Burrow
He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play here for Dallas. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turn.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
One final try for Mahomes. Able to connect with Chark. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cowboys, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town.